Welcome back. I'm Nicolbw, and this is something that I am working on called Hoarder's Delight. Now, I have been looking around for a mod pack to play, and I've been really just kind of, I don't know. I can't really find one that really kind of appeals to me. So I decided to make my own. So I made a pack called Hoarder's Delight, and I made an HQM book to go along with it. So there are I'm working on this image still. I can't get it to get smaller for some reason. I'm gonna have to figure that out. So I'm a hoarder, and I don't feel like I've collected enough stuff. Help me out and send me all the things you can gather. Pretty simple. There are 75 quests in total. So there are 5 chapters: hoarding warm up, hoarding food, energy, flowers, and blocks. So I suggest doing the hoarding warm up first, but each group has, like this one I haven't unlocked yet, this one's different because it has 2, but each one has one quest that you can start first. And they each require you to submit 1 piece of dirt. So this pack is not about grinding for ores and just normal stuff. It's about grinding for these quests. So I give you the tools, some tools that you'll need to do the things. This one was the starting off right. So like I said here, it's not about grinding basic stuff. They're about grinding building massive automation. So I give you basic tools to start off with: a diamond chest and a golden bag of holding. So that way you can get off on the right foot and get started doing these basic quests. Now these require 2 stacks of stuff. So like this one, you need 2 stacks of cobblestone, and it'll give you a destruction pickaxe. This one gives you turn in 2 stacks of oak wood, and it gives you a healing axe, etc., etc. Some of these are a little bit harder. The hardened clay blocks, you'll have to collect clay, or unless you are lucky enough to get near a mesa biome, this may be an easier one for you. I give you basically really good tools and really good armor because I really want you to focus on making a big factory and creating massive automation for it, for the rest of the quests in here. So like this one, the cakes, 128 cakes, that one's going to be a little harder. You need dark oak saplings, so that one will be a little bit harder. Collecting seeds won't be too bad. Who says pigs aren't needed in Minecraft? Really? Cooked pork chops. So you're going to have to cook them. So not only are you going to have to breed pigs, but you're also going to have to cook the pork. Poppies, and I even give you a reinforced watering can, and then a paper, and I give you the master infusion stone. So that's those. The blocks, I suggest getting this one as well because you get a resonant strong box. I did go down into a cave. There's this thing called, what is it called? Randomite? Yeah, this stuff. Randomite ore. I added it from randomite. So that, when you break it, will give you a chance to get diamonds, coal, redstone, lapis, gold, and iron. So it's just kind of random what you get from the randomite. I think I broke 4 of them, and this is how much of the stuff that I got. Oh, not the coal. I did have to go and get more coal because I was wanting to make some torches, which I can use the rest of these sticks for. I was lucky enough to spawn right next to a big redwood tree, which I really like making making into a house. So I have this big plot of land over here. There's the ocean over there. So I think this would be a good place to set up my factory. I did add vein miner into this mod pack as well, so that way it'll be easier. I suggest not vein mining your tree if you have a big tree like this. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Let's see if I can find some more randomite. Oop, that's where it was. Let's see. I always put torches on the right. I have this on peaceful. You can play it on peaceful, or you can play it with mobs turned on. It really doesn't matter. If you play on peaceful, I have it set so that you are going to need food. Hunger and health regen is the same as in normal, I believe. So you will need to worry about food if you're on peaceful. Otherwise, and there are plants that you can get the mob drops from, so you don't have to. I wanted to focus on just like the hoarding stuff. So here's the randomite ore, and there we go. So we got some coal, some redstone, stuff like that. Let's see. Well, we don't really need to go down there. And there's some more in the ceiling, so let's grab that real quick. I love the randomite. Okay, so let's go back up to the tree. But again, you can play this with mobs. I don't have any special mobs or anything like that in the pack, just because I don't really like the special mobs and stuff. So yeah, so I don't have them, but this is everything. I spawned with that, but this is basically everything except for the torches. I made those that I've gotten so far from the quest. Now this resident strongbox has a bunch of stuff in it. Yay! So I start you out because I'm not sure where you're gonna spawn. It may be a island out in the middle of the ocean. You're gonna need all the different saplings. I gave you some food. I gave you some bone meal so you can grow some trees. I'm giving you some the pulverizer and the furnace with some energy to get you going. There's an ore conversion table. I'm not sure if we're going to need that or not. I'm in the testing phase to see if all this stuff is enough. I also have given you a building guide so that way it will help you to build your world. Let's sleep. Make it bright out. Okay. So actually we should put this iBench Plus is a portable workbench. So I thought that would be cool to have. You can, if we're going to make, oh, I have 2 crescent hammers. I'm going to, oh, it did save it. Okay, so I copied over my golden bag of holding into the quest book, and it copied this stuff over as well that I had thrown in there. Okay. Well, good to know. Now you have 2 sets of everything, of those things. Okay, so we don't need that. We don't need that. Put that away in there. Let's grab some food because we need it soon. Okay, so these, besides the energy, the food, the flowers, and the blocks, all of the quests require the same amount of things, 100,000. So you're going to need 100,000 of all of these different things, but the rewards are pretty big, I think. And along the hoarding lines, I've given you a bunch of everything. So the doors I thought would be fairly easy, a lot easier than the other ones, because you just need lots of wood. So I'm giving you a chicken, a cow, a sheep, and a pig spawner for those. And for, what was the other one? One of the other ones, I'm also doing that as well. Oh, the smeltery, because it's just cobble to make those. So basically, the harder it is to make, the better reward that you get. So that's the blocks. The flowers are all Botania stuff. So turn in one piece of dirt and you're going to get floating pure daisies. You're going to start off with mana pool and mana spreader, and then you can pick out what color of petal apothecary that you want, which I think is nice. And then you're going to need these things that are in the picture. You're going to need 100,000 of each of those things. Yep. I don't think I picked any of the flowers that are too hard. Like, you're not going to need to make a portal to Elfheim to make any of these flowers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I checked that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you will need a lot of just the normal flowers to be able to make all of these different ones. And you're going to need a lot of mana to make some of this stuff as well. The energy is going to be a little bit different. You're going to need ender generators, the top tier ones, and yes, it's 1,000. But you get a portal to the deep dark, an ender quarry, and silk touch along with that. So that will help out. We need 1,000 of the top level solar panels, and you get 100 blocks of bedrockium. So I think that's a good reward as well. The 1,000 vibrant capacitor banks, and they should be full. I'm going to have to test those out to see if you need to turn them in full or if you can just turn them in without them being full, because I would like them to be full. And you can get a portal to the last millennium and a pseudo inversion sigil that makes stable unstable ingots. Let's see. And then the resident energy cell, and you get a stack. I'll probably change that to 2 stacks of blocks of diamond for the 1,000 resident energy cells. Let's see. The food is going to be pain. Let's do... Oh, I need to submit dirt first. Duh. Okay, let's do the fish trap. And then submit that. I couldn't add this one onto there, so I put it here. So you have to pick it. But that's all of the tools and utensils that you're going to need for the food. I could have just put everything in the chest here to start out with. But these, like the soda pop, you're going to need 100,000 of each of these. But you get an unbreaking pickaxe, and you get a stack of the seeds that make the mob drops. So the same with all the drinks. You get a tool, and then you get something. You end up getting all of the different mob drop things. So then with these, you get 2 stacks of the randomite for the rest of the food challenges. So these, I'm not sure about the rewards for that. I'm not sure what I want the rewards to be. But there you go. That's pretty much it. We need 2 stacks of cobble. We can go get 2 stacks of cobble. Sure we can. Why not? That's why I gave you a pick. Surely 2 stacks isn't going to take too long. It's probably dark in here. There we go. And we can collect some copper while we're at it. So, what do you guys think? I looked around online and I did not see any hoarding mod packs available. There was a couple that have hoarding quests in them, but none of them that are specifically geared towards hoarding quests. So I kind of wanted to do something like that. and couldn't find anything. And then I even noticed on Reddit people asking if there were hoarding mod packs, and they couldn't find any either. So it does look like there's a little bit of a desire for it. So that was kind of also why I decided to go ahead and do it. But I'm not really making this for the masses, but I thought, why not? I've never really made a mod pack though. Oh, we already have 2. Okay. So we can manually submit that. And now we have our destruction pickaxe. Yay! So we will really need a pick for quite a while. What else do we need? We need dirt and sand. Do we need gravel? I can't remember. I've slept since then. So we need to not fall in a hole. And let's see. Let's dig over here. Let's see if we can get yeah, so what do you guys think? I know it's kind of just really insane sounding. It really does kind of sound insane. You want to do what? But I kind of want to make a big giant factory. I think it would be neat and interesting and fun and a challenge to see how massive I can make the automation and stuff. So, oh, we're done. Okay, so there we go. So now we have the erosion shovel. So in the beginning, it's pretty easy. It's fairly easy to get started. And again, it's not about making it difficult or hard in the beginning. It's about trying to set up a good way to automate all of this stuff. So if we take a look at the mods that are in this, I'm not sure that we're going to need this one. I might end up taking that one out. We have bubbles because Botania's in there, so I wanted a place to put rings and stuff as well. I added catwalks because if we make a big factory, I thought the catwalks would be cool to have in there. Chicken chunks, so you can chunk load your factory as well. Chisels, so you can make it look nice. Dense ores, so that way there's less mining that you have to do. Ender IO, because I absolutely love their conduits. Ender storage, so that way you can move lava around. I have X Nilo and X Astris in here, so that way if you want to automate the ores that way, you can do that. Or if you want to create your own lava source, you can do that as well, which is also why I added Ender storage. Extra utilities, so that there's the Ender Quarry and the other stuff. I like the forge micro blocks. It also helps make your place look pretty. We needed the HQM. The iBench I thought would be a really good addition to it. Iron chests, Java, so you can move your chests around or your barrels. Magical crops, so that way we could have armor where you can fly. You can also get ores that way. The doors, mantle, Minecraft. Minecraft. Mine Factory Reloaded. So now with Mine Factory Reloaded and Ender IO, you have 2 different farming stations that you can use. Natura, because I love the big redwood trees. That's pretty much the only reason why I added it on there. Open blocks, so that way there's the elevators if you want those, or the tanks. I like the open blocks tanks as well. or dictionary converter. I'm not sure if we're going to actually need that because I don't know if Ender.io has the different metals like thermal expansion does. I don't know. That's going to be another questionable one. Pam's Harvest Craft, I added that for the meals and stuff. Pam's Mob Drop Crops, so that way if you want to play on Peaceful, there's a completely legitimate way to get mob drops. Peaceful Plus adds the hunger in Peaceful. Randomite, so that way there's less mining that you have to do. Router Reborn, I added strictly for this pickaxe right here. So again, I added it just for that pickaxe. I love that pickaxe. But that's another way that you can sort your stuff. Because if you notice, there's no AE2 in here. Solar Flux, because I love the solar panels. Steve's Workshop, because I love the crafting table that he adds. Storage drawers and the Natura pack storage drawers. I like the storage drawers way of upgrading them. Super crafting frame, I really like that as well. And then thermal dynamics. So it's pretty small. There's also vein miner. There's fast leaf decay. There's gosh, I'm trying to think of everything else that's in here. There's just some background things in here, but it's not supposed to make just regular survival Minecraft be hard or grindy. It's supposed to make it easier, and so that way you can focus just on the automation and doing the hoarding stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Do you like the idea? Do you not like the idea? Do you think I'm crazy and I've lost it and I'm off my rocker? Because that's okay too. I don't mind being crazy and have lost it. I will need to adjust this in the book. That's not a problem. But let me know what you guys think. Should I add any different mods? Should I take out any of the mods? Do you have requests for quests that I haven't done? I pretty much want to do 100,000 of anything except the energy. I thought that would be a little too extreme. Even for me, I thought 1,000 was like way more than what it should have been anyway. Yeah, I think this is going to be interesting and fun and different. So I'm going to be testing it out, and we're going to call it alpha testing, and see. And if there's any sort of, like, if you guys like it and are interested in it, give it a thumbs up if you want to see me play it. If you're interested in actually playing it yourself, let me know, because I will take more of an effort to make sure there's no bugs and issues in it. If it's just me playing it, then I won't give it that much of a thought. So thank you guys for watching. You guys are great. I just noticed I hit over 50,000 views on my channel. You guys are wonderful. It's amazing to me how great you all are and how supportive you guys are. It really does make me want to tear up. So thank you very much. It's great. You guys are awesome. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.